What's up, gamers? Donnie Moore here, the Madden Rating Czar, here breaking down the AFC South and the AFC North divisions exclusively for IGN.com. Let's start off here in the AFC North with our division favorites, the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens have few, if any, weaknesses across the board. The offensive line is just about as good as it gets. You got Ben Grubbs at 94 overall, Michael Oher at 89 overall. After 1 year of professional football, this kid is legitimate. This unit is outstanding. And this probably isn't a shock for many football fans out there. The Ravens defense is good. Baltimore, tough on offense, tougher on defense. Don't mess with these guys in 2010. Next team we're going to talk about is the Cincinnati Bengals. This defensive unit is tough. The number 6 defensive line unit with Antoine Odom coming back, the number 7 linebacker unit with Ray and Keith Rivers from USC, and number 4 ranked defensive back unit in football, Chad Ochocinco, is still here, still making plays. Offensive line is young and upcoming, so watch out for these Bengals. They are not here to just go and finish out of the playoffs again. These guys are for real, and watch out for them in Madden NFL 11. Now we're going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. At running back, gone is Fast Willie Parker, and hello, Richard Mendenhall. This guy brings both the power and the speed. Mendenhall is a guy to grab in all your fantasy leagues, and in Madden NFL 11, the guy is a machine. Now let's talk about the strength and the heart of the Pittsburgh Steelers, their defense. They come in with the number 9 ranked defensive line unit with Casey Hampton, Ziggy Hood, and then you got the number 1 linebacker unit in football. These guys are beasts across the board. They're just getting younger and they're trying to get better. And that's scary for the rest of the league. We're finally here with the Cleveland Browns. At quarterback, gone are Brady Quinn and Derek Anderson, and in come Jake Delhomme and Seneca Wallace. Delhomme brings the veteran leadership. He's done it before. He's a good, solid pro. Seneca Wallace, on the other hand, fast, quick, got a strong little arm, but he's only 5'11", so his passes tend to get knocked down at the line of scrimmage a lot. The heart of the Cleveland offense is their offensive line. They have the 14th ranked unit in Madden NFL 11 this season. On defense, the Cleveland Browns have made some big-time moves to bolster their secondary, and I think it's going to be one of the main strengths of their defense. So they got 3 solid corners that can cover almost any receiver in the league. Time to move on to the AFC South and last year's Super Bowl runners-up, the Indianapolis Colts. This team, by any stretch of the imagination, is solid across the board. Everybody knows their strengths. Peyton Manning. They got 2 guys that can catch 100 balls in Dallas Clark and Reggie Wayne, and they're not done. Now they got Pierre Garçon, the Frenchman, who is absolutely just blazing, fastest receiver on their team. And on defense, the Colts get pressure to the quarterback. All starts with Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis, 2 of the fastest defensive ends in football. Now, when you move back to the back 7 of the Colts, they have the number 1 unit in terms of defensive backs. Now we're moving on to the most recent expansion team in the NFL, the Houston Texans. When you think of the Houston Texans, 2 names jump right to mind: Andre Johnson and Matt Schaub, arguably the most deadly passing duo in all of football. So you have 98 overall Andre Johnson, you have dependable pass catcher Kevin Walter, and you got Jacoby Jones, but you also have the 14th ranked tight end unit. He can plug those guys in all kinds of different formations to give defenses all different types of looks. So we talked about the good in Houston on offense, the passing game. Now let's talk about the bad. On defense, it all starts with Super Mario Williams at defensive end. Mario's checking in at 95 overall this year, and the guy can seriously get to the quarterback and plays tough against the run. Now it's time to talk about the Tennessee Titans, and the first thing you mention is Mr. CJ2K, Chris Johnson, and his 2,000 yards from 2009. He's back, and he wants more. At receiver, the Titans have some guys that you can really take advantage of, and each one of them has their own strengths and weaknesses. Leading the way is Kenny Britt at 82 overall. He is the next Brandon Marshall, in my opinion. Really tough and just gets it done. On defense, the Titans are a pretty solid bunch. At linebacker, though, it's a little bit of a sore spot. They come in at 27th ranked. You can run against these guys, and they're not that good in pass coverage. To finish it up here in the AFC South, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, led by MJD, Maurice Jones-Drew. MJD checks in with 96 overall, 94 speed, and 90-plus ratings across the board in every category for a running back that matters. David Garrard doesn't have a lot of established weapons at wide receiver, but he does have some exciting ones. Mike Sims-Walker checks in at 85 overall, and he's a big, tough receiver to get yards after the catch. On defense, Coach Jack Del Rio made some major moves to improve that league-worst pass rush. The final piece here is the Jaguars secondary. They rank 27th out of all defensive back units in the NFL, so the Jaguars need to get better. 2 interesting divisions in the AFC. That's it for now. We'll be back soon with more divisions. I'm Donnie Moore. Take care.